I have Jessie Holden with me, who is a dietitian who works with families to hopefully help them find efficient ways to get food that the kids will eat, which you just helped me with some ideas for packing lunches for them. And it's a hit because we're clearing plates here, which is great. But one thing with back to school, though, is I know these guys have activities in the afternoon. And making that transition from, okay, you're now getting home around 4 o'clock to, oh, we're out the door. What suggestions do you have so that we're not ending up in the drive-through every day?
The first thing I want to tell people to try to do is take an inventory of what they have at home. It does take time, so do it now before the school year starts, where you look through the freezer, the pantry, and make a list of what you have. It is tedious at first, but it pays off because you can actually look at that and think, oh, we've got instant rice. I've got some frozen chicken. I've got some frozen vegetables. There's a meal. You can throw things together faster if you know what you have on hand. Bonus, you can use that to do some meal planning as well.
Are there apps you can use to track that inventory?
I use an app called Cozy with my husband. So we use that for our grocery list. He can add things to it or we can take things away. And we do have an inventory on there. So again, we can track it as it goes. So that one's helpful. Even the notes section on your phone can be helpful, or a Google Doc or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you have your inventory, then what else do you recommend?
So I recommend looking at your week ahead of time. And if, Wednesday night, all the kids are out doing different activities, sports, band, everything, maybe that's the night you plan a slow cooker meal so that you don't have to worry about that. And if you plan it ahead of time, you can make it ahead of time, whether it's that morning or the night before. So slow cooker meals or one pot meals or sheet pan meals, that's kind of what you want to be searching for because it's so much easier to throw it together last minute right when you get home.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other suggestions do you have? And on nights when maybe you do have, you're going to have an hour in between all the things.
Yeah. So with that limited amount of time, I tell people sometimes plan on a takeout night, but you can think ahead of like, what could we bring to the takeout to maybe make it a little healthier? For like, okay, we're going to grab subs today. Okay, pack a couple apples in the back of the car so you've got that fruit to go with it and you save money and you use the food that you have at hand. I know that's where a lot of parents get stuck. They spend money on out food and then their food goes bad in their fridge. So at least bring some food from home to make that whole cost easier.
Especially that produce. I know that's the first thing that I buy it and I think, I wonder how soon I'm going to be throwing this out.
Exactly. And you don't want to open that drawer and just be like, dang it, I did it again.
Yeah.
So, just pack that in. If okay, today's going to be a pizza night or it's going to be this on the road, at least grab some of that produce, grab a veggie, grab a fruit, and you're going to make a more well-rounded meal, hands down.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is a piece of advice that you've learned more recently that you thought, oh, I wish I'd known this 3 years ago. This has really made my life so much easier.
Yeah, honestly, sheet pan meals, like that is such an easy thing to throw together with produce and a protein and maybe a grain or maybe some kind of carbohydrate like a potato. I will put all the stuff on a sheet pan the night prior, and then as soon as I get home, I just throw it in the oven as it's heating up, and then I take it out and we're ready to go in dinner in 30 minutes. So sheet pan meals are top notch.
Yeah, especially in the summer, I don't always feel like a slow cooker meal, or when we're in the beginning of the school year in the warmer months.
Yep.
Get tired of those slow cookers.
Exactly. And cold meals. Cold food night is great at home. Maybe everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's doing a yogurt parfait. We're doing snack charcuterie, leftover, or I call it encore night. Makes it a little more exciting for kids. It's encore night.
It's not leftovers.
It's not leftovers. It's encore. But you can take stuff out of the fridge that's cold and do sandwich nights, or let kids kind of guide that as well. And cold food night's another great way to save time and heat in the house in the summer.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Jessie.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to eat some more of these.
Yes.